Hello. I'm here today for a special occasion in my life, which is celebrating 1 year of living in Japan. I moved here last year in March, and here I am in March once again. And I just wanted to celebrate with some type of special little thing. So I thought it would be fun to go through all the pictures that I've taken, all the Polaroids, the instant film that I've taken since moving to Japan. So I really like photography as like a fun hobby for me, and I like digital photography, and I also like film photography. I've tried traditional whatever film photography before, like 35mm, and it's fun, but I wouldn't do it consistently because it's like kind of expensive. So I prefer the instant film, like the Polaroid type film. So I have 2 instant film cameras, and the first one is this super cute camera. This is the Instax Mini 9 from Fujifilm, and I got this as a gift from my boyfriend. This color was actually an Urban Outfitters exclusive color, this like cute lavender. Purple, lavender, periwinkle, anything like that is like my favorite color. Purple's my favorite color, and then anything like around that area I love. So my boyfriend saw this at Urban Outfitters and got it for me. And this was my first time ever owning one of the like Polaroid cameras, you know what I mean? And here I have this little charm on it of Hello Kitty, and she's holding a camera at Tokyo Tower. And I just thought this was such a cute charm to put on my strap for this camera because she's holding a camera, so it's like meta. And I also have this panda sticker, and he's holding a purple camera. So that's my Instax Mini 9, and then this is one of my favorite cameras. It's the Fujifilm Instax Wide 300. So it's another one of the Fujifilm instant film, like Polaroid type cameras, but the film is actually wide. So it's also a rectangle, but it's much bigger than the other one. It's not the traditional Polaroid square, it's like a wider rectangle, and I just love the look of it. I think it makes things look really like cinematic, kind of, because of the wide. It's like widescreen, kind of like, I don't know, it reminds me of like a movie. So here they are. I love both of them. I love this one especially because it reminds me of Max from Life is Strange, and I love Life is Strange. It's like one of my favorite video games. I'm actually replaying it right now on my Switch. So let's start going through these. So first, when I moved to Japan, the cherry blossoms were blooming. So I loved to walk around with my Fujifilm wide camera and take some photos of the cherry blossoms. This was my first time ever seeing cherry blossoms in person, and it was just really beautiful and really magical to like just have moved to Japan when all the cherry blossoms were blooming. I really like this one. You can see the sky peeking through behind the tree, and this one looking down the street. These were all cherry blossom trees, really beautiful. And it was nice because when I would walk down this street, the cherry blossoms would sometimes just be blowing in the wind. It felt really magical. It literally felt like Animal Crossing, like during the cherry blossom season in Animal Crossing, when you can walk around and catch the leaves or catch the petals. It was literally like that. So yeah, I would just walk around taking pictures. It was really nice. I went on a lot of walks during that time because the weather was really nice, and everything was so new to me. So let's see, these are all from my walks. So here is this really cool picture. So what you're seeing is, here is a path for walking and biking, and it goes underneath the road. So the road goes up on this like man-made like concrete hill, and then there's a hole through it for bikers and walkers to go through. So I always thought it looked so cool. And there was like a mural painted on it of like a rainbow and like a bus full of people. Like, I don't know, it was really colorful and kind of ominous. Like at night, it kind of reminded me of Silent Hill a little bit. But yeah, I was always like really fascinated by this bike path or whatever. And this was outside of my like local Starbucks, and this is one of those like walkways. It's like steps that goes up and you can cross over the street, so you don't have to wait for like a stoplight or something, and the traffic doesn't have to stop because this was a very busy street. And there was a Starbucks right there next to it, and I just thought it looked so cool. You can see it's not that great in low light, but I think it's like a cool shot still, but yeah, not the greatest. It doesn't get too much detail, but I still like it. Next. Okay. I was obsessed with, I lived kind of near the Shinkansen tracks or whatever, like where the bullet train, the Shinkansen would pass through. I lived like kind of near that trail, the route, the tracks, whatever, you know what I mean. And so these gigantic concrete pillars held up the Shinkansen, and then there was like all this electrical stuff and like whatever. I just thought it looked so cool. I'm kind of obsessed with like urban architecture and photography. Like I love taking those kinds of photos. I don't really do a lot of portrait photography. I do a lot of like architecture. I just think like it looks so cool. All the wires, the electrical stuff, and like I love it. And the shadows look so cool. Love that. Okay, here is this enormous abandoned building that was near my old apartment. I have no idea what this building was. I tried finding stuff about it and I couldn't. It was literally massive. Like it looked like it was a government building or something, but it was just abandoned. It was so intriguing to me. So I took a photo of it. And then here's like down the main street of my old city in Japan. I thought these glasses were cool. It was a sign for like a glasses store. And here, oh my god, I love this photo. This is a sign for a children's clothing store, I believe. But it was like very weathered and very Silent Hill vibes, so I was obsessed with it. So I had to take a photo of it. This cute little bunny. Yeah, I always wanted to go inside, but then I learned it was a baby clothing store, and I was like, oh, I have no reason to go in there. And then, so here's the tunnel again. Let's see, where's the tunnel? Here, so you can see both views. I just think it looks so cool. And I love this one, like the light coming through. The shape that the light makes. Looks so cool to me. These photos are like looking at each other, by the way. Like it's like opposite ends of the tunnel. So I think that's really fun. Yeah, love that. And then I have one more of the Shinkansen tracks here, so you can see them. I just think they look so cool, like that gigantic structure and all the wires coming out of it and everything. It just looks so cool to me. Okay, and then I have, oh, this one's really dark, but you can kind of see. So this was on a bike path in my old city in Japan. there was this like rest area kind of. It was almost like a park. It had this fountain in the center, and I just thought it looked really cool. I love this like triangular shaped building over there. And then here's a photo of me sitting on the fountain. I just think it looks really cool. The environment. But yeah, it's really dark. You can't tell super well what's going on in the picture, but I think it gets enough to where like when I explain it, you can see what's going on. Okay, so those were all taken with my Instax Wide 300. Now I have some that were taken, only a few that were taken on the Instax Mini 9. These ones were all taken on the same day, by the way. So let's see, let me put them in order. So I bought this really fun star film, and I wanted to use it, so I took it with me on a trip. So my friends invited me to go to a fire festival in Fukushima, and so this was on like the road trip up there. I brought my camera with me, so yeah, these were all taken on that day. So here, this was when the trees were just starting to change and become a little yellow. They looked much more yellow in person, but I still think this is a really pretty photo. Like the road stretching and then the trees lining the street, the sky. I think the colors look really nice, and I like the star frame around it. I think it's really cute. Okay, and then, so we drove here and then we kept driving up north and we passed by this company or something, and they had a pumpkin display out front, so I had to take a picture. You can kind of tell the dead pumpkins. These pumpkins were just out front in front of this building, and there were so many. It was literally like a whole line of them, and they were in various stages of like rotting and dying, so I had to take a picture. But yeah, they were just like dying out in the front for all to see. Okay, and then we went to a castle, and this was in Fukushima. I'm pretty sure the architecture is beautiful, and it's like so massive, and it had this really beautiful like land around it, like the fenced in wall area. It was just really pretty, and the weather was really nice this day. It was pretty cold, but it was very clear, and yeah, it was just a great day for taking photos. So those were all taken on my Instax Mini 9, and then finally I have just a few more photos, just 2 more taken on my wide camera. Here they are. And these are like all my toys and stuff. I took these like the day that I was packing up to move to my new apartment. I wanted to get a photo of them all together just to like show how many I had before I packed them away. So let's look at this one first. These are like all the plushies that I used to have on my like shelf thing. We have Winnie the Pooh and Piglet and Marumufu Biori, Twin Stars Kiki, Celeste, Esper, some emo plushies from Hot Topic, Pom Pom Pudding, a ragdoll, and then the Priestess from Identity V. And then literally insane. Like these are like all my plushies, all my dolls, all my figures. It's insane. So many. So in my old apartment, I didn't really have a good way to display them, so I just kind of had them in my bed on a shelf. nowhere like special. But now in this apartment, I've finally like made cute displays for them. I'm getting them all put together. Like I'm getting them their own little areas and making it really cute. So I'm really excited to be able to display them in a way that like shows them off and showcases their beauty. So those were all of my instant film pictures, like all my like Polaroid thingies that I've taken since moving to Japan. It's raining now. Did you hear the thunder? Oh my god. I was wondering why it was getting so dark. It's like, I thought the sun was just going down quickly, but now it's like raining. It actually sounds really nice. It's like kind of relaxing. It makes me want to play Life is Strange. Like looking at these pictures and now the rain, I'm like, ooh, I need to play Life is Strange. Okay, the rain actually got like insane. It wasn't even like nice background noise. It was literally just like monstrous. It sounded really scary. So here I am a few hours later just to say thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed getting to see a little kind of recap of my year, my first year living in Japan. I really enjoyed it. I'm really happy living here, and I'm hoping that that was just the first of many that I will get to experience. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, for listening, and until next time, goodbye.